Greetings and welcome back to yet another storm in From the Depths. We have a few things going on, a very big storm forming right overhead of the HMS Avatar at the moment. But before we get to any of that, we've actually got two fleets moving around and they're actually kind of a little bit worrying. Now this one, which is moving up towards this location, has a Barracuda. Now that is very, very concerning to me, and I'm thinking it may be worth us building a second avatar down here to help with defense of the dock city of Armok's throne. And over here we have, what do we got? We've got an urchin, a Pequod, and a sledge. Okay, well, that's interesting. Now, I've moved the North Erwick Recon fleet into position in this tile. I'm thinking that this would be the best place for us to put together one of our latest creations. I've already settled on the name. There's really no contest because at least 10 different people suggested exactly the same name, and it was the main name that was in my mind when I was asking people for names. That is something with many eyes from mythology. I mean, really, there are lots of well-cited figures in mythology, some literal, some figurative, but there's one in particular that stands out from the tales of antiquity. I will get to that in a moment, but we're allowing our fleet to move in. I've moved the North Erwick Recon forward just so that we've got a presence that is capable of projecting a little bit of firepower. Let's have you right up there if we can. Oh, they've stopped off. Okay, that's kind of cool. Right, okay, let's slow everything down. I think this is good enough. Let's bring... Oh, damn, Abaya, I need you up here, like, right now. You know what, Abaya? Where is the Abaya? Is this the Abaya? Yes. Abaya, over there. Chop, chop. You're faster than almost anyone else. So you should be able to make it all the way up there. And then we can get this fleet on the move. I might even be able to get this fleet down to meet the Barracuda in time. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, right. Well, let's go ahead. Abaya, you're loaded in. Also, I want to be on board. There we go. And finally, I don't want you moving around. Abaya, you're on just regular AI for now. Okay, so while it's raining crazy up there, it is time for us to spawn in a new vehicle. And then we'll be saving it with its new name. So, let's go into my build. Season 3. Hebenu 2 version 7. It isn't actually that expensive, all things told. We do want the distance from us to be fairly good, though. Hold it until it's completely constructed, because we don't want it taken off before then. And is there a way of me telling it not to use its AI? I don't think there is. Oh well. But there we go. Let's put this thing together. Really? Did you actually just do that? I think you did. You did. This may be odd, but even if it does come back down, it should be okay because it'll deal with itself. But yeah, the engines have kicked in. Amazingly, it's managing to balance itself remarkably well, considering. I don't think all of the engines are actually built on it yet, so that might be playing a part. No, actually, all the engines are built. I'm fantastically impressed that this is managing to climb as steadily as it is. Wow. Not that I had any lack of faith in your ability to get into space, but it appears that I secretly made you even more awesome than I first thought I did. Yeah, impressed is the word. Now, I want to watch how this affects everything going up. Look at that side radius. That's just going to keep getting better. Right, well, what we can do at this point... I think what we need to do is we need to name this beautiful vessel. And that's what we're going to do now. It's starting to pitch a little bit to the side. You can kind of notice it. But this shall be known... Well, actually, we'll save the well, I'll wait for the construct to be built first. But it's going to be the Argus. There we are. How could it not be? I mean, come on. 100 eyes! No matter when it slept, at least a couple of the eyes were open. Now, the reason why I thought of this, primarily, when I was suggesting it, is I actually had a project in school, in my classical studies class, to draw Argus. And I will always remember that because I actually had a load of fun trying to work out, how am I going to fit 100 eyes? Because back then, I didn't do the whole thing of eyes. You got eyes all over his body. I just made a head with 100 eyes. Not literally 100. It was, you couldn't see behind it, so there's no point. But it was an interesting one, honestly, to try and fit 100 eyes onto a single head. But I quite like that. So there we go. The Argus has been christened. I am very, very pleased. Is it at 100% now? No, not quite. Not quite at 100. The last radar dish hasn't been fully finished yet. We're almost at a height where these are going to deploy, though. Let's zoom out and see how much more that's expanded. That's a really good bit of sight radius that we've got there. A very good bit of sight radius. And once this gets even further up, it's going to be even more grand. Oh, there we go. Radar dishes are deploying. It's going to have a little bit of a wobble, but now that it's in space, it really doesn't matter. It is amazing how those jet stabilizers are still operating, considering there's no atmosphere for them to operate in. But, I'm not going to complain. There we are. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so what I want here, I would like you to merge this fleet into another. Where is that? Scrap? No, I very much don't want to scrap you. I'll have to have a look at that in just a moment. But we are spending a little bit too much time. In fact, we've spent way too much time. Pull. No, we don't want to pull the Argus just yet. I'd like you to be completely pulled. Go to play. Get on the move. I want you down here. We need to get all the way down here and actually start the construction of something. So, where is the Titanic 2? You are in Titanic 2. Where are we? No longer there. There we go. There we go. Titanic 2 is loaded in. And much this... is this deep enough? Yeah, much the same as with the Abaya. AI set to off. Let's get your distance that you're going to spawn things out to the max. The difficult thing with this is if I spawn an avatar, I'm going to have to build all of its weapon systems. That is going to be awkward. Okay, well, we could see how this can take on a Barracuda by itself. I mean, the Plunder is a pretty strong vessel. Actually, yeah, I'm thinking we might do that. Come to think of it. Basically, I'm going to be lazy, and this is a dumb thing to do. This is really dumb. But that's what we're going to do. So I would like the Titanic merged into the militia fleet. Go ahead. There we are. So, the Plunderer fleet. No, we don't want that. We want that to have a better name. This is meant to be Armok's militia. There we go. That'll do. The Wander is actually really badly damaged. Wander, I would like you to be getting repaired. Hopefully, we'll now see... There we go. It's actually healing up the Wander. That's fantastic. Whilst that's all going on, got a lovely... This is the Kuroro sight radius, and this is the Argus sight radius. It is immense. Now, how far up are we? Max altitude 3,100. Let's jump on over to the Argus. There we go. And make sure that you're spawned... Currently altitude nowhere near what you could be. I would like you to be at your maximum altitude. Full speed ahead. Get up there, please. And we're watching this expand out. There we go. We can actually see the sight radius expanding at this point as well. And once all of that is done, we will actually save the Argus as a new class type, and then we'll be able to deploy more of them in the future. Now, the names that I'm going to be using for this, because so many people suggested this, I'll have about 10 of them that I can build before I need to start working on the master name list. And I'll be going in the order from the first person to suggest it to the last that was on the comments page up until this point, up until this date. So sneakily adding some more on there now isn't going to get you ahead of everyone else on the list. Good try, though. Clever. But that is all we need. Let's spawn it in. There we go. We should be stupid high up. No? There we go. Nice and high up in space. Where it's still raining. I was wondering about that. I was like, really? Can I hear the storm from all the way up here? This is the fabled space rain, everyone. The stars themselves are weeping down upon us at this very moment. But all I want to do here is just save this constructible. There we go. That is all we need. There we go. Let's actually have a... Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's have another look at this. There we are. Looks perfect. Fantastic, in fact. Right, we've got a couple of fights now that we're going to be able to take part in, so I think we're going to be doing that. Let's go ahead and we'll take you out of play. You can stay where you are, which is really, really high up. Now we can see 2 resource nodes. That one is just pure crystal. We actually don't need it. We just flat out don't actually need that one at all. So that's fine. We're going to have the Avatar move into position and fight these fleets. And down here, we're going to have this tiny little fleet fight as well. This one could be rough, I'll be honest. Let's see how it goes. I think it's time that we challenged ourselves. If we had a second Avatar, I will be building one down here for the militia. But if we had a second one now, there'd be no contest. So let's see how these forces can do. Speed time up a little bit. Okay, there we go. We go up to 21,004 blocks. So basically we can load everything in. We are the smaller force here, the significantly smaller force. We don't want you in this. That would add you. No, I don't want to remove that. No, I don't want to remove that. So, the way we want these to be loaded in, we want Armox thrown in. With the Plunderer next. The Titanic can come in after. Oh, what am I doing? The Shard Division, unfortunately, that's part of this fleet, so it's going to be loading in regardless what I want. We'll have to see how this goes. I think we're ready. I want all of my forces to kind of hang back, though, generally speaking. So, oh, really? Can I move this? No. Damn it. I was thinking, aha, I found a way around your trickery. But alas, no. Want all of these way back. To allow the enemy plenty of time to come and fight us. Okay, time to begin battle, I think. There we are. Now the enemy should be spawning in. I want to be... Oh, I'm falling from space. Probably not exactly what I wanted, if I'm perfectly honest. Let's jump over to the Titanic. Make sure the Titanic is in combat. There we go. The Titanic can hopefully get underwater. And we'll unhook our camera. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time for our forces to actually get near the enemy. More or less, they're just kind of chilling out. So I'm going to pass a little bit of time. I'm going to allow the enemy to approach without recording this part. But we can see there's a lot of them over there. In fact, we could possibly even go up there. But, oh my lord. That is so bad. Maybe I could go up to Armok Thrones. A couple of people have been suggesting I use the spade to deform the terrain. Now, from what I remember, terrain deformation doesn't actually get preserved, which is a bit of a pain. This may be the end of this part of the Armok Throne. And if it is, that's going to be a pain, certainly. But we've got enough resource we can just rebuild it without too much problem. And I could just rebuild it somewhere else. But, okay, I'm going to wait for our enemies to get near. And this will also give our enemies plenty of time to build more of themselves, which is kind of terrifying, but also is going to give us plenty to play with. So see you soon. Okay, the Armoks have engaged. What they're going for, I'm not sure. They've launched their missiles. The Plunderer and the Wanderer are both engaging. The small strike craft that come from the Barracuda itself. Ooh. Armok is going for this one down by there, but it sounds like the anvil is being awoken. There we go. So many missiles! I was kind of hoping for that, honestly. Plunderer, are you shooting? You better not be shooting the Wander, because I will be very annoyed with you. Okay, Plunderer, hopefully you can take out all of those incoming missiles. You're probably not going to be able to help in terms of the bullets that are coming your way, but at the very least... Oh wow, look at all those missiles going. I think some of them are actually going for the Barracuda itself. Wow, okay. Well, one of the planes has been taken out. That's good. Wander just got a shot in on that little plane there. Looks like the Plunderer is doing a good job at laying down some firepower. Nowhere near the kind of doomsday weapon that the Avatar is. But there we go. Another one taken out of the sky. The Anvil is doing its job admirably. The AIs are just being wiped out. So is propulsion and weapon systems. This is what I wanted to see. This is exactly what I wanted to see. We've not really seen the Armok silo properly tested, but this is exactly what it was designed for. It is exactly what it was designed for. It is glorious. Now, missiles are actually reaching the Barracuda. That is genuinely amazing. Oh dear. And welcome back. I haven't yet had an opportunity to check on the previous recording to see where exactly it cut off, whether it recorded some of the crash with me pleading with the game not to crash or not, but suffice it to say, the game crashed in the middle of our fight. I will include the footage up to the point that it crashed, but I hadn't saved prior to the battle, so I've just gone ahead and I put everything back in place from the beginning of that episode save. All the fleets are now named properly and where they need to be, and we are about to go ahead and fight against this Barracuda. So there we go. This should be grand, I think. There we are. We'll adjust this all the way back up. Now, this could be what caused the crash. That is actually the first time the From the Depths has crashed when I wasn't doing something stupid and I was trying to do science with it. But that is definitely one of the first times that From the Depths has crashed for me, so I doubt it's a sign of things to come or anything like that, but it may be that this battle is a little bit big. I wouldn't think so, given the how much RAM my computer has, processing power and that sort of thing, so it could have just been one of those things. But I think this is a good enough position. Let us go ahead and start this battle. Can we get down there? There we go. Fantastic. Right. Where is it? Oh, I'm on the Wander. That's not where I want to be. I want to be on the Titanic. There we are. I'll make sure everyone is set up for combat. Fantastic. I approve. However, what I would really, really like... Now, I've let things get a little bit closer this time, so there's less time waiting for stuff to actually begin. And hopefully, this fight is just going to kick off straight away. But let's go back to our patch. In fact, you know what? Why not be on the Armok's throne right now? I'm not sure where that's going to put me. Fantastic. It's going to put me right over here. And we don't have to unhook the camera here either, which is nice. Also, this will allow me to watch the ammo. Okay, so the Wander and the Plunderer are already engaging. That's good to see. The missiles are heading down. Not really sure what they're going for. They're possibly going for the Barracuda. I think the Hammer missiles tend to prioritize larger targets, whereas the Anvils will tend to go for pretty much the fastest, smallest things that you can see, typically. Now, how are the Hammers going to do? That's quite a lot of Hammers over there. And that is not a very great deal of missile defense. I imagine we're going to get some pretty solid connections. Oh my lord, the Hammers just annihilated the Barracuda. And then even some Anvils on their way down there as well. Quite a lot of the Anvils are going for the little planes though, which is great to see. It's pretty much knocking them out of the sky straight away. They're too damaged, they can't do anything. And it looks... Honestly, we're not even going to be able to get over to the Barracuda to deal with it. Although the Barracuda has actually just stepped outside of the range of the Hammers to properly connect. That is a bit of a pain. It may come down to the Wander and the Plunderer yet. We are very quickly exhausting the ammo supply here, which is a bit of a shame. But watch those Hammers go. They are hunting. They're like bloodhounds. It's fantastic to observe. And another one has probably lost all of its engine power. Oh no, it's actually managing okay. Quite a few people have been telling me that I should make use of EMs much more than I do because it'll actually knock out weapon systems, propulsion systems, not just AIs. Maybe. But as we saw there, it actually wasn't stopping it that good. Okay, let's see how these hammers, do they even get close enough? It looks like we are actually making some connections. Very nice shot. They are selecting random positions on the Barracuda to attack, so they're spreading their damage pretty well at the moment. I'm really liking what they're doing though. Really, really liking. I think we've wiped out... Oh no, we haven't actually hit the ships yet, which is interesting. Now the Plunderer is doing a very good job of dealing with incoming missiles, which is good to see. And... is the Abaya perhaps trying to take out the ships? I would love to see that. Let's go to the map view where we can see all of this ordnance. What are you up to there? Sorry, not Abaya, the Titanic. You've got some torpedoes heading for the Titanic, possibly? Are they going to connect? I think they're not. Oh, they've basically missed. Okay, well, that's good to see. We've got plenty of gunfire coming from the... Ooh, okay, those missiles are detonating just over the Plunderer. We've got plenty of cannon fire coming from the Plunderer, hitting the sledge. The Barracuda is really starting to suffer at this point. I don't think it's very long for this world. At this point, Armok's Throne is going to start engaging the ships because it's starting to lack valid air targets. The Barracuda is taking a lot of damage here, an awful lot of damage. If it starts to sink, I'll jump into the Abaya and see if I can't get on top of it. Oh, the AI is dead. No, we'll never get there in time now. The anvils are about to finish whatever the hammers started. Look at that EM damage. There is not an electrical system left on that thing. That was glorious. Well, I'll be honest with you. I was actually worried that we were going to have a bit of trouble with this fight, because I was starting to rely on the Avatar to pretty much end fights for us in an overwhelming fire show. But it seems that Armok's Throne is not pulling its punches. It is no slouch when it comes to destroying distant targets. Oh, really? You're just going to be a pest? Come on, missiles. Connection. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. You're utterly boned, though. Those missiles are just going to ruin that flyer over there. I mean, its AI is dead anyway. But it looks like we've got some torpedoes coming in from the Plunderer. And that's it. It be gone. Oh, of course, the Titanic 2 isn't going to have any torpedo system. That was only built on the Abaya. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, next time I will be sure to tidy things up. But there we go. That was a convincing victory, I feel. I think we can be very, very proud. Let's pull everything out and let's have a look at our forces. The Alpist wasn't in that fight. The Armok Throne never got to see any real damage being done. Let's get you repaired. Also you. The Titanic is fine. The Titanic's going to be very, very able to very quickly put these things back together. I love the amount that you can see now just from the strategic view. It feels more and more like two games meshed together, perfectly married together. You've got your RTS, and then you've got your more FPS kind of... Well, it's not really an FPS in any sense of the word, but you do have these two different game styles coming together really well. And I'm starting to find that controlling things from the strategic view, or at least observing them from the strategic view, is increasingly satisfying. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave you two to repair yourselves. We've got so much sight on this area now. So very much sight. We would probably need 3 going up there to pretty much see everything along a map edge. So probably 9 in total to see more or less everything. Not quite, perhaps, if we got much bigger radars, but I really don't think we need to. Okay, let's have ourselves a bit of a bigger battle. I think the Avatar is going to be able to win this fight for us. What have we got here? We're going to have fairly powerful forces, though. We've got an Orca. We've got a Scrapper. And whatever is going to spawn down here. Oh, really? Is it just you? No, good. What have we got here? We've got a paddle gun, urchin, coffin nail, This should not be a problem for us. Okay, well, let's get this fight over with. We'll start with you. All of the blocks, all of the time, I think. Yes. And I'm happy for you to be in this position. Let's get you into this fight. View battle end options. See the results of a battle end at this point and decide whether to end the battle or not. Fleets lost to the enemy during the retreat. No fleets are blockaded and will be able to escape the enemy's clutches. Forces lost to the enemy due to suppression. No forces are suppressed, so all can escape unless their fleet is blockaded. Suppression happens when a unit has lost more than 10% of health in the last 15 seconds. Expected casualties. No forces will be destroyed. I could just leave this fight if I wanted to. So it really does help to engage the enemy yourself, rather than let the enemy dictate when the battle happens, because that way they're not going to be blockading you. Okay, well, this is the strategic view. We're just going to observe this particular fight. I wish we had speed up options here. Okay, there we go. Plunder is engaging. The Avatar is engaging with his torpedo system. Now we'll get to see how these things really work. Glorious. We'll watch this actually engage from afar. Okay, the coffin nail is engaging. Now, what I might actually... Oh, actually, you know what? Yes, we're going to do this. Let's quickly get down there. Go into build mode. We need to do this quickly, mind you. That's right. Take out all of that heavy weapons fire coming our way. Right. I want to adjust this. Torpedo propeller. Oh, damn. Okay, never mind. We can't do what I was hoping to do. Ah, so much lasers. My ears. I apologize to any headset users in advance. I'm so sorry that you are now deaf. But, wow. That paddle gun and the coffin nail are actually propelling quite a lot of ordnance our way. But look at how much of it is just bouncing. Watch the bounce. Let's zoom right down. Look at it. It's like, no. I refuse. Get off me. There we go. But I was hoping that I could cause the torpedoes to delay. Just have one thruster engage initially, so that it'll have a tighter turning circle. Get out of the torpedo tubes, turn to your target, then engage the next two propellers, so that it would speed up dramatically. And it looks like that paddle gun just took a bit of a pounding, as did the urchin. Yes, the urchin was really badly hurt. Well, if the Avatar wants to do enough damage, I will try and capture something. Really, guys? Are you honestly just like, no... As if the Avatar needs our help. No, we're just having sandwiches and tea over here. Look, don't bother us, dude. It's hard work living in the Avatar's shadow. This is our one small delight. I suppose so. Coffin Nail is probably going to go down soon. Coffin Nail has taken a lot of damage. We've already taken out one. I doubt the paddle gun's going to live for much longer. Okay, it's time for me to get out there. And no, I'm not going to turn off the gun. I like the risk of having to get out there quickly and do what I can. Oh my lord, you're far away. Coffin Nail, no! Coffin Nail, please no. Come down here, you. I wish to shoot you. Oh dear. Save me, shield! This is crazy stupid, but I'm doing it anyway. That's right. Okay, out we go. Charge! Oh dear. Coffin Nail has been sufficiently damaged. The main weapon system, okay, that one's going down. AI is dead, 1 second. It's going to despawn. Ah, no. You escaped me this time, Coffin Nail. Too late for you as well. Oh well. You know what? Avatar? I'm starting to think that I need to like make little life rafts on the back that are just suspended by some sort of hook or something that I can just jump into that's super speedy, like 20, 30, something like that, and just race over to something, try and capture it before you utterly destroy it. I think that's the only way I'm going to ever capture anything from the Avatar. I strongly suspect this is going to be true. Okay, you know what, Avatar? I don't think you actually need a breather. Let's get into the next battle straight away. Go, go, go. Let's teach them what for. We haven't even had a rest yet. I think they're just going to be so utterly outclassed with this fight. There's no even point. You know, guys, yeah, you're right. You're just going to get in the way, honestly. You just hang out over there. Don't worry. We still love you. I do, anyway. I mean, the Avatar, I don't think the Avatar loves It is a foreign concept to the Avatar. The Avatar is built only to kill. It knows only pain and discipline, and the delight of slaughtering its enemies. I'm fairly certain the Avatar was built by Dark Havoc when I wasn't looking. Absolutely. Ever since that Orca incident, ever since it tried to drown something, it didn't just kill it, it wanted to inflict the most miserable death it could. Absolutely certain that Dark Havoc secretly programmed its AI while I was nipping to the kitchen to get myself a cuppa. That scallywag. I do love the look of this, though. Just a hodgepodge of colour. It fits this faction so well. And it's just such a tiny little ship as well. It's like, you know what? I'm not even sure I'm a ship. I'm a bird. I'm basically a duck. I'm the duck of this fleet. I can exist in the water, but mostly I want to be on the water, not in it, really. Okay, well, Orca, you had your chance. I was giving you a fair opportunity to pull out some sort of epic plays to take the Avatar out of commission, but you didn't. And now the Avatar can shoot at you. You've lost your chance. No, there's no point in complaining now. No point in trying to fly the white flag. I'm assuming that's what it's doing. Is your underbelly white? Oh, no, it's not. Your underbelly is spiky, menaces with guns. Okay, going down fighting, eh? I can respect that. Well played, Orca. I actually think the Avatar has stopped shooting at you. Oh no, it is still shooting. I just can't see the bullet trails because it's trying to shoot down all of your missiles. Well done, Avatar. Orca, you are actually pulling some epic plays right now. In fact, oh my lord. Okay, opportunity. I recognize it. Go, 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 go. Operation Capture Orca. Let me out. I must get on this. No, don't shoot me. Avatar, I know you want to destroy him utterly and you take great exception to the idea of taking prisoners alive, but come on. You can't say that this isn't going to be awesome. No, stop launching your torpedoes. You naughty ship. Come here. I just need to be on you when you die. Orca, no, Orca, come back. Orca, this is going to be great. You can meet Paddlegun and Wanda. They miss you. Haha. You're mine. Stay. Please don't kill me, Avatar. Avatar, this is the most awkward position to be in I've ever been in. Oh no, Why? Cruel life. I think it's mine, though. Is it mine? Did we do it? Do I own you? Ha! You are mine, Orca. No escaping now. Not that you really could escape, you understand? You've barely got any parts left. But you are now mine. Hopefully, people are going to stop shouting at me for never capturing anything now. That's my hope. Good times. Right, I would like you over here, kind of nearby the Abaya, so you can get repaired. That was a satisfying way to end this, I feel. You've actually got enough repair bots on you that you're still repairing yourself. That's grand. Okay. You're going down, you're going to be joining the militia fleet. Well done, Orca. You survived. A lesser deepwater guard ship would not have survived. You're made of sterner stuff, and you are welcomed to our fleet. You shall be schooled in the arts of basically staying out of the Avatar's way, because that's really all you have to do, more or less. Just don't look at the Avatar, don't speak to the Avatar. Just generally allow the Avatar to do its thing unimpeded by your presence, and you will probably not be drowned. I can't promise it, but it's the statistically most likely course of action to result in your not death. But that is going to be the end of this episode, I'm afraid. You know what? Let's float along with the Orca. In fact, Orca, let's load you in. Let's actually watch you get put back together. Oh, okay, bad idea. I'm sorry, Orca. I apologize. But we now have a new ship. And it does kind of look a bit derpy. It's really derpy. But, you know, it can be improved. Oh, my flag! My flag is flying! Kind of. My flag is mostly just kind of... Oh, glorious. I like it. I'm going to need to put flags on my other fleets now. Okay, so, yes. It's got 15 different cannons. Are you compensating for something? I suspect you might be. But that's going to be the end of this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed. I have rambled for far too long because I was enjoying this battle for far too much. But in the next episode, we are going to start punching deeper and deeper into deep water guard territory, claiming a couple new resource areas. I may actually look at upgrading the Elpis into a battle variant capable of holding a resource zone against moderate opposition. We'll have a look into that. It probably won't be happening in the next episode, but I may start preparations for that. But here we are. We own a new ship, and it actually looks much better in our colors, I think. Yep, and far better with our flag. Ah, gloriousness. But I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope I will see you in the next. But until then, and as always, do take care of yourselves.